Hey there.
Hello, how are
Right
you?
in here.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry. Hello. Oh. Yes, ma'am. Who do I have to talk to file complaints on police officers? Officers. Multiple. Robert. Yes, ma'am. Hello, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. I bet you get a lot of mileage every day, don't you?
Depends on what day it is. I don't always do this job. So
Oh, okay.
we switch around.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
You want to talk to me?
Are you the complaints officer?
I'm a supervisor officer.
I'd like to file complaints.
I'm sorry?
I'd like to file complaints.
Yeah, come on in.
Okay. State your name and your badge number, please.
Lieutenant Page, I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, I might want to talk to you anyway.
I'm going to have you stand over here so you can fill this out.
Let me. This is about an incident I had back in 23
Okay.
about me taking pictures and videos of the government vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Was you the one who investigated that?
No, there was no, I don't remember a formal complaint. I remember
No,
that you,
no, it wasn't that. It was, it was they illegally detained me for over 40 minutes. That's
yeah, that's called a Terry stop.
no, it's not a Terry stop. No, sir,
Are you
it's not a
familiar
Terry.
with a Terry
Yes,
stop?
but they still have reasonable articulable suspicion to ask me for my ID.
They did.
No, not
You
what?
failed to identify yourself.
That's not, Mister. That's not the way it works.
No, it's supervisor, lieutenant.
I don't. I'll call. No, sir. You're whatever. You know what I'm saying. I'll call you sir. That's what I've always done to people.
Sir is fine.
Okay. The Constitution says I shall not. My Fourth Amendment right. I have every right to secure my persons, my properties, my papers, and my effects
Correct.
without due cause.
No. There was
that
cause.
no? What was it?
Well, you were filmed by body camera looking into government vehicles.
But it's not against the law.
It is when you fail to identify who you are.
But there
and
was
what
no
your purpose.
probable cause.
The
That's what I'm trying
probable
to
cause,
say.
sir, was you looking into government
I
vehicles.
had that's my First Amendment right.
No, your First Amendment right is freedom to speech.
freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom press, freedom to assemble, and freedom to petition the government and redress the grievances.
Correct.
So I was freedom of the press, whatever I could see with
But
my.
you're on federal property.
But it's public property.
It's not. It's federal property.
No, sir. It's semi-public.
It's
semi-public.
The thoroughfare on.
The thoroughfare is a street that everybody uses.
Correct.
Okay, so it's not a federal. It's federal, but it's public.
The vehicles were not parked on Country Club.
There's no sign that says you can't go in there.
Why would there be? It's for patient park, or it's for parking of general
of government vehicles only. That's what it says. The sign says government vehicles only and DAV vans. That's where I was at. Lot 5.
Right. So
what
that's not public property, though.
Yes, it is, sir.
No, sir.
This whole damn place is public, mister.
No, it's federal property.
But it's still public. We pay for it. Tax dollars pay for this. We pay for that vest you got on. We pay for this. We pay for that computer. We pay everything.
I like how you're saying we.
But we are the people.
We also pay taxes.
But your taxes come out of my tax dollars.
My taxes come out of your tax dollars?
Yes, sir, because we pay everything about you.
Your taxes don't pay my taxes.
Sure it does.
No.
Because
I pay my taxes.
But where does that money come from? Your paycheck.
From my paycheck.
That the people pay for. Everything about you.
Correct.
The car you drive, the home you live in.
I get paid from the VA, which is funded by taxpayer dollars.
That's right. So that means you work for the people. You don't work for the VA.
I work for the VA.
You don't work for this police department.
I do work for this police department.
You work for the people.
I work for
the VA. We
VA.
pay your salary.
I work for the Department of Veterans Affairs.
They hired you. They
did.
hired you to do a job, and that's to serve and protect, right?
Among other things.
Okay, then that means you work for the people. You don't work for the government. You don't work for the VA.
Sir, you understand how the government works?
I understand. Yes, sir. That's why I'm sitting there trying to explain to you that you're wrong.
So I work for the Department of Veterans Affairs.
They hired you.
Which is a government agency.
They hired you.
They hire a lot of people.
Yes, sir. But who do they work for? For the veterans. You work for the veterans. You work for the people.
I also work for the staff, right? And the visitors. Because part of my job is protecting the staff, patient, and visitors.
I could walk, anywhere in this building, as long as they don't have a restriction, saying keep out, no one beyond this point. I could walk anywhere in this damn place and take pictures and videos that I want.
That's not in dispute.
So what makes it different from in here down that parking lot then? It's the same thing, the same entity.
Because they came up to you, saw you looking at government vehicles.
But that's not against the law. It's not against the law.
It's not.
You know what the plain view?
What was your purpose?
Hold on. You know what the
what was your purpose?
Do you know what the plain view doctrine is?
Yeah.
Okay. You have it. I have it. It doesn't change just because you wear. You got shiny badges and give you extra privileges no more than me. You're supposed to enforce the laws, not break them.
So So the plain view doctrine was written for police officers when they look in vehicles and see items of contraband.
Okay, can you trespass my eyes? Can you tell me not to look at something? Can you do that?
No, not your eyes.
Okay, you can't do. You're right.
Your body.
Yes. No, okay. Like I said, you restrict my body, but you can't restrict my eyes. Plain view doctrine applies to me just as much as it does you.
What is your version of plain view doctrine?
Whatever my eyes I can see, it doesn't matter what it is, person, place, or thing. Okay. I can take pictures and videos.
So what?
It doesn't, it doesn't matter if it's an 80-year-old man out on the street sitting on a corner. It doesn't matter, if I'm up in the courthouse up in there taking videos and stuff. As long as I don't go past the barriers, I can do that.
Right. Nobody's disputing that.
Okay, so what's the difference between that and I could walk up to police cars and look inside those like that, and look around, and they'd be sitting in them. So, that's So what I'm saying, if I could do it inside of a police car, I could do it inside those little white vehicles everybody tooted around in. You can't trespass my eyes. Trespass my body. Put up a sign that said no trespassing, no one beyond this point. And then you can restrict me. But other than that, you cannot tell me I can't look into something. You can't do it.
So the whole point was is we were trying to figure out what you were doing around
I was
government
just
vehicles.
killing time between my appointment and my bus. That's all I was doing. So I figured I'd do my First Amendment constitutional right and walk around and look at these vehicles.
So if I remember right from that case, you also mentioned something about you were checking to see if the vehicles were properly maintained.
That's right. I mean, I'm walking around and I don't want to see no dents, no scratches, no busted headlights and shit like that.
Were you ever in the military?
Yes, sir.
So part of checking out your vehicle prior to going on shift involved checking it for minor dents and scratches, correct?
Yeah.
So what makes you think that these vehicles wouldn't have that?
Okay, but listen, but see, I pay for those.
No, we all pay for those.
Okay, but they're mine too, just as much as they are yours or
Except
anybody else's.
I can get keys and go drive them.
Okay, that's totally irrelevant.
No, it is relevant.
Okay, look at it this way: the taxpayers pay for the vehicles, correct?
We all do, yeah.
Okay, so we own them. We own them. The taxpayers. I don't care if they live up in Juneau, Alaska.
Well,
no. Let me finish.
they don't. You don't
people,
own
but-
them. We rent them from GSA. Are you familiar with that?
But they're still paid for by the American people.
The
That's what-
taxpayer money.
That's right, the American people. Anybody from Juneau, Alaska can come down in this VA and look at the cars, look at the fire trucks, look at anything you want because it's their tax dollars too.
Mm-hmm. But they would have to have a reason.
They don't have to have a reason.
Sure they would.
No, they don't.
Well, to be on this property without a reason is reason enough for us to go, you need to move on, you're trespassing.
No, that's not right.
No, it is right.
It is not right, Mister. Because how can you trespass somebody from a public place?
This is federal property.
But it's still public. That's what you're failing to understand, Mister.
No,
it's still
sir.
public.
I believe you're failing to understand.
No, sir. No, sir. See,
So
you was taught one way,
I was taught a lot of things.
but this belongs to the American people.
No, sir. It belongs to the vets.
But we are American people. It ain't just the veterans pay for this. It's every Tom, Dick, and Mary that contributes to the federal funds that own a part of this. Everybody owns a part of it. It doesn't matter if it's a grain of sand, a blade of grass, or a leaf on a tree.
The only people that get treated here are people that are veterans.
Yes.
Or people that can't afford it, and they treat them on a humanitarian basis.
Didn't know that.
I told you I know a lot of things.
Well, see, I learned something. But see, what you're failing to understand is just because it's federal property doesn't mean it's private. If you want privacy, you got to make it private. Put up a fence.
Well, you know the
no
difference,
trespassing
right?
signs. No, see, am I right?
No.
Yeah, Mister, I'm gonna walk out and do it again as soon as I leave.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you want to file a complaint?
I want to file a complaint.
Then write your complaint on that right there, and that's where we'll get started.
Yeah. So now that
You might want to raise that up a little bit. I don't think I'm in view.
all right, as long as you don't stand up straight.
So this is how we do investigations. It all starts with a witness statement. You can actually sit down right there if you want to write it out and sit.
No, thank you, sir.
All right, your call.
Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Oh,
That
yeah, when I saw the name, I'm like,
Yeah. I was working on his stuff in Baytos, so I just,
yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
And he's on leave, too.
So you know what the difference between private and public is?
Yeah, you can't go on private.
Well, you can.
Not legally. It's private.
Thornton's is private. You can't go in there. Thornton's.
Thornton.
Thornton's gas station. It's private. You can go in there. You can go on our property.
It's totally different than
No,
private and public.
no, it's still the same.
Well, how do you figure it's private?
You know, even though I'm on all their property doesn't mean I'm committing a crime.
But you just said that it's private.
But it doesn't matter.
Well, you just said it does.
I said it doesn't matter. If it's private over, if it's Thornton's, it doesn't
You
matter.
said Thornton's was private.
No, but the Thornton's is private. So, you know.
How is it private?
The what?
How is it private?
How's it private? Because it's privately owned.
Mm.
That's you know, that's the reason.
So the difference between public and federal is it's federally owned.
By the taxpayers.
Okay. So do you understand what loitering and trespassing are?
Loitering is a very specific crime.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
It means that you have no business here and it's time for you to move
No,
on.
it's not loitering.
That is loitering.
Loitering is gambling.
No.
Gambling in public without a permit is
No.
loitering.
That's gambling in public.
Partaking a controlled substance in public is loitering.
That's
But
not loitering.
prostitution is loitering. Being on school, college, or university grounds without permission is loitering.
Okay, now you're getting closer with your fifth one. But your first four are wrong.
No,
Gambling in public is still gambling. It's not loitering.
sure it is.
No, it isn't.
Okay, what purpose are you serving that there then?
Exactly.
Okay, so it's against the law.
So if you came here with no appointment
But I did have
And
an
then-
appointment.
and you're not seeking medical attention,
I have to leave.
that's what we do.
That's what you do.
That's
Doesn't mean
correct.
I have to.
Well,
I can-
that's
I can
where
take-
I saw
I
you
can
in
come in this
court.
building and stay here 24 hours a day if I wanted to. Nothing nobody can do about it.
Oh, you're definitely
No,
wrong.
no.
You're
I'm a
definitely
public-
wrong.
no, see, mister.
That's where I would cite you into court and let the judge tell
Okay,
you.
that'd be fine. It's,
Okay.
it's still a public building. It's open 24 hours a day, 7 days.
No,
a
it
week.
is not.
Yes, it
They
is.
have visiting hours.
The offices close at 4:30. Everything else is open.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Are you aware of the visiting hours? Are you aware of the
Is
visiting
there any
hours?
restriction sign saying closed?
Yes.
The offices close at 4:30.
And the building for visitation closes at 6.
So?
I'm sorry, at 7.
Doesn't mean I can't come down here and walk around looking.
That's exactly what it
I don't.
means.
Well, I have to look into that.
Yeah, when you go back up to the patient advocate, talk to them about visitation hours.
I'm not a visitor.
You were when you came in.
I'm a member of the public, walk around taking pictures, videos, making public documents.
Are you updating your previous videos?
When I put out a video, I'll let y'all know.
Okay,
Because this could be a good one.
okay.
Okay. I will let you know. I will let you know where to go to.
Because, I mean, this is what, your third time, fourth time?
If it takes 20, that's what I'm going to do to hold these
No, I
motherfuckers.
wasn't asking.
Okay.
What I was
I'm
asking
gonna
is how many have you done so far?
Oh, I don't know. Quite a few.
Right.
Yeah. I'll sit there and talk down to Chief. I sit there and explain to him what I was doing. I was taking pictures and videos of them in vehicles because it's not right. And I said, do you understand that? He said, yeah, I agree. So he agrees it's not right.
Who said that?
It's Chief.
Chief of what?
Chief Lowry.
Chief Louder?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it on video.
I'm sure you do.
You know what I'm saying? So if he says it's right, why are you saying it's wrong?
Well, I never said it was wrong. I said you didn't answer the police
I
whenever they
don't have
asked
to
you.
answer to them. Just
So-
because they ask questions, I don't have to answer those questions. I don't have to. Not unless I committed a crime.
Well, in your opinion, you weren't, but in our opinion, we were trying to figure why you were loitering around the government vehicles.
See, you don't want to take and twist it around until it suits you, but that's not the way it goes. You can't twist the First Amendment around to suit you. You can't.
Well, it
That's
doesn't
what I'm
matter.
still telling you.
Your words twist versus a thorough understanding, I think, are different.
What time you get off?
Me?
Yeah.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Who comes on after that?
Well, nobody, and then night shift comes in at 6.
Who would that be?
What do you want to know?
Because I'll need to talk to two of them.
You need to what?
I want to talk to two of them.
2 of who?
Police officers.
What if they
I
don't-
see nugents around.
What makes you think they want to talk to you?
It doesn't matter because they have to. If I ask them a question, they have
They
to answer.
absolutely do not.
Sure they do.
Absolutely
That
do
right there
not.
tells you have to.
That absolutely does not.
People gonna love you. People gonna dude, when I put this video out, I guarantee your phone's gonna blow up.
That's awesome.
It is. Go ahead and strike a pose. That way I'll use you for a thumbnail.
That's okay. You're on video.
I want to see you strike a pose.
I just want to see you finish your complaint.
Yeah, I got all the fucking time in the world. I don't know about you.
Well, right now you're occupying most of it.
Well, you can go sit down somewhere and
Oh no, I'm good.
All right, then quit bitching.
I'm not bitching. I'm asking you to finish your business.
Well, I can take as much time as I want. There's no time limit here. I don't see a stop clock, with timer on saying I have to finish when you want me to finish.
I could ask you to just take it with you.
Well, you could, but I won't, because I have a right to fill it out here.
Actually, that was a courtesy.
Well, it's not a courtesy.
That's your opinion.
I'll come up here fucking 12 o'clock at night time, walk down here and say I want to file a complaint. I can do that.
No, you can't, because you're after visitation hours.
You keep trying. You still want to stick those up my ass, but I don't give a fuck about y'all's visitation hours.
Well, that comes from the director. You want to talk to her about it?
I'll let talk to the director.
I bet you would.
I try to get appointments with Miss Gainsbourg. Wouldn't let me talk to her, and I don't blame them. I don't. Oops. You know what that is? RAS?
No.
You don't? You're a cop? You don't know what RAS is? Really? Reasonable articulable suspicion?
Well, now that you said it, I do.
You
But we
should
never
have
call
known
it.
even before I asked you that, mister. That's what I'm
We
saying.
don't use abbreviations.
Y'all down here don't know y'all's fucking, y'all don't obey the laws, and then you want to sit there and violate Mother Earth's Constitution and think it's all right. But it's not all right, mister. You know what the First Amendment is?
Mhm.
What is it?
It goes with the Second Amendment. You know what
No,
that
no, I
is?
don't. I'm not worried about. I ask you about the First Amendment. The Second Amendment was made to protect the purse.
That's correct.
Right. That's the reason. Okay. But no weapons are allowed here on the VA unless the blue thin line controls them. Okay. What is the First Amendment of the United States of America?
Freedom of speech, and you're wrong about the weapons part. Any officer that's on official business can come on property.
Yeah. But you gotta be a federal officer.
Mm.
Yes, you do.
We are.
A federal police. It's like going down to the post office. They use the Metro Police.
Right.
But really, the only people allowed to go there with weapons is a federal officer.
So we're concurrent. You know what concurrent means?
So you concurrent with who?
LMPD
Are
and
you?
JCSO.
So y'all work together?
They have the same authority on property as we do.
But y'all work together?
Sure.
Okay, good. That's what I like to know. That I love to know.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah. That's a good. my mind's racing another way. See, now you got me distracted. What's the trespass laws there, Chief?
In what regard?
I mean, what's the procedure in trespassing somebody?
Oh, that's easy. We tell you to leave. You don't leave. We cite you. We give you a citation
Thank
for trespass.
Thank you.
Oh, you didn't know?
Oh, I knew. Because, when they sit there and you ask me for ID for an umpteenth time, and I told him no, he said, well, you're trespassing. How can I, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but he did not give me the chance to leave. Huh. He didn't give me the chance to leave. They just put me in handcuffs. See?
Just because you failed to identify.
That don't fucking matter.
It does matter.
Yeah, it matters to you.
Well, speaking from law enforcement, I think it matters to all of us until we can find out who you are.
But it's none of your business unless I commit a crime.
That's where you
Look-
don't understand
looking-
a Terry stop.
I understand it, but you still have reasonable articulable suspicion. You must have reasonable articulable suspicion.
And
It
you
doesn't
should
matter.
look up what a Terry stop is.
I don't know what a Terry stop is. Am I driving?
It is
that-
any detainment
it-
until we can further rule
But
out
you,
or
but you
figure
still
out if
must
the
have
crime.
reasonable articulable suspicion that a crime is being committed, has been committed, or about to be committed.
That's reasonable suspicion.
That's what reasonable suspicion is, and without that, you have
You
no
said
right.
that was
Ask me for
reasonable, articulable suspicion.
yes, sir. Sure is.
Those don't go together.
Sure they do.
Mm.
Sure they do.
Reasonable suspicion is not reasonable articulable.
Well, you got to articulate what your suspicion is.
Right.
And getting a phone call is not reasonable articulable suspicion.
No, reasonable suspicion would be
Okay,
you
on
looking
that
into
phone
vehicles.
call, did anybody ever say I was trying to break into him? That I was damaging him anyway?
What phone call?
Somebody called down here to the police department, said I was walking around looking inside the vehicles.
So what is your point with that then?
So I want to, no, never mind. I want to for your request that. And what I've said on things, I've asked cops and everybody else, why does the police departments wear military rank?
I think it goes well. I think it all falls in line with going back to the Knights Templar. Do you know about them?
I know something about them, not much. I didn't do it. You know that. You're a witness. I didn't do it.
It's like fourth floor, stairwell 2.
I love it. Some people learn. Some people learn the hard way, and some people never learn. I'm waiting to see what y'all are going to do.
Radio to police force. The fourth floor just called. They said a page should pull that.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Let me borrow your pen.
You want me to sign it?
Yeah, I do. But if you would just write your name, spell your name out right there.
Spell?
Yeah.
Is there a place to sign?
Yeah, we're gonna get back to it. You started on the wrong side.
Oh, well, you just when you handed me the paper. If you hand it to me like this, well, I'm going to accept it. And so you feel you did a good job of investigating that?
I didn't investigate.
You didn't. You see, you know what's really bad. You know, when I told him what I was doing, it's on the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States of freedom of press. He should look and said, "Yes, sir, it sure is." He should run it. He should have left me alone.
There you go. Sign right
Everything
there.
after that is void. You understand that?
Sign right there.
Do you understand that? Everything after that is void. It doesn't matter what happens. He really didn't. He didn't like it when he asked me for my ID, and I told him no. He really didn't like it when I called him a bitch. So, 28, 26, right?
26 now. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is put not used. copy of this?
please, with the timestamp.
Well, your timestamp will be 1444.
Okay. So when I get to call my complaint,
This is it.
no, then, that's just what happened. And that's not a complaint. These are the complaints. You want to attach that to it? That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about that one?
No, these are for my FOIA requests.
Okay. I'm gonna put this right here for right now. I gotta go grab my ID and I'll be right back. Okay.
Yes, sir. No, I'm polite. I'm a good guy. Y'all just fucked with the wrong person.
Go ahead.
Here, let's sign and date this because it has no signatures on it. You and I both sign it, date it. You need time on it, and you're gonna be fine. Sorry, you work here, I don't.
Yeah, I do.
Date, have time on it. Once I told him it was my constitution right to do that, that's when they should have stopped. They did that. I'll take your original.
No, I'll take the
I'll
original.
take the original, but
That's not how it works. We use the original. If you want a copy, there it is.
Anytime Dick and Mary can make a copy. You said, yeah, you said it.
You can have that, but I need the original. And here's the copy of that one. All right. I will definitely look into this here in just a minute.
Okay.
Any other questions on anything?
I'm good. I just wish you would educate yourself on the constitutional rights and what people could do in the public, because, you know, you're right in some aspects, but in some aspects you're wrong too. So I wish you need to figure it out.
I'll work on it.
You sure? Okay,
Okay.
but you never answered my question about the First Amendment. What are the 5 elements of the First Amendment of the Constitution?
No, you asked me if I knew what the
Okay,
the First Amendment
okay.
was, and I said freedom of speech protected by the Second Amendment.
What's
Remember that?
the fourth up? Well, okay, then what's the other 4
Unreasonable
elements?
search and seizure.
No, that's the Fourth Amendment.
You just said the fourth.
No, I said the First Amendment. You said freedom of speech.
Right.
What's the other 4 elements of the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States?
I don't know. I didn't study case law this morning before I came in.
But you should know this is part of your job. You know, the person that's there, you know, doing like the First Amendment rights, you know what I'm saying? Out there filming in the public, and the cop wanted to come up.
Nobody stopped you from filming in public.
This is what this is. But you should,
But you've been doing it
Mister,
since
do
walked
you
in.
know? I just want to ask you a
Turn the
question.
camera away. I have my windows open. There are privacy documents
Okay.
here.
Do you know the 5 elements of the First Amendment of the Constitution?
I am not an officer.
But it doesn't matter.
Have a
Everybody
nice
should know
day.
Take care.
them. Like I said, learn something. Teach yourself something.
Well, I taught you something, remember? You said
Yeah.
you didn't know that.
But you don't know the Constitution of the United States. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you sit there and supposed to know them to enforce them. If you don't know them, you can't enforce them. So that means you break the law. Learn them. That's all you gotta do is learn them.
Okay.
But you won't, because your ego won't let you. You have a good day.
Okay.
motherfucker. I ain't never seen somebody so stupid in my life. Oh my.
Yes. I read your list. Make this first right. Take it all the way here to the end.
Slow down, Speedy. Arm and a leg, get something to drink, ain't
You
it?
ain't lying, man. I had 2 singles and the rest is a 20 and I only owe them 50 cents. I'm trying to find something at $2. But goddamn, it's an arm and a leg. 5. Damn it, they dropped down the corner. And let's go. Hold on. Let's try this. Well, I'll put cash in this, so I think that's gonna get back.
Do you need some change?
No, just give me all of it back. I'll wait till I get to the house. But thank you, though.
Would you like a lifesaver?
Huh?
Would you like a lifesaver?
Oh, no.
Anybody help with that little bit of thirstiness?
No, I'm good. I'm not that far from the house, right, son?
Okay.
That should be okay, but I appreciate it, though.
Yes, sir. You have a good day.
All right, you do the same.
That was fun. Mars, they don't know. You ever try to take my words and twist them around to where they suited him? That's what the motherfuckers always do. They always take your words and twist them around till it suits them and try to make somebody else look stupid, even though they're so fucking stupid. Don't make sense how people can be so fucking ignorant to the constitutional rights of the United States of America.